Okay, we're ready to go. Thank you guys so much for spending your evening with us. We know that connecting on our team calls is a really important way to stay in the loop on our business, to get trained, and to really just continue to invest in your personal growth and development, which we know is a huge part of our business. In order to grow and to become a leader, you have to be a learner. And so we're excited tonight to share some things with you about how to win your month and how to manage your month so that you are starting off strong and finishing strong and really making the progress month to month that you want to make. Before we do that, to celebrate some really exciting things that happened on our team last month. Our team placed over 300 orders. That's over 300 families, people, individuals that are getting healthy together, that are making the next step in their health journey because of you guys. And so I wanted to congratulate you guys for that. The next thing is we had 13 team promotions, which is amazing. 13 people were able to move up in our marketing plan, which is the goal. You know, if you're wanting make a paycheck, those promotions really step in that direction. And so 13 people got promoted, and 13 guys sponsored, and we're able to raise up into that next promotion level. So we wanted to congratulate you guys. And for those of you guys who are in the jackpot group, we did a special contest in February to encourage our to do more and to make a bigger impact. And so tonight I'm going to the winners of the contest. So or more orders from five households. So basically, not including your own, having 5 new customers come into your customers. That was an awesome promotion and contest, and the winner gets a supply of protein single serve packs. So they get to choose if they want all chocolate or vanilla or a combo pack, but giving away those protein you can use them as samples, you can use them for yourself, but that's the prize for that contest. The second contest was for reps promoting new teammates to HLP, which is direct distributor, or 2,000 plus, which is VF. And so without further ado, I'm going to announce our winners. And the winner of the promotion contest gets a free conference ticket. So super exciting. Let me just, okay, make sure, I think I was cutting out. But without further ado, so our winner of our contest to have 5 or more new customers added is, it's probably backwards for you guys, Catherine Pompeo. She had 10 customers this month. 10 separate customers. So she got an entry for the 5, and then you get 1 for each customer after that. So 10 households Catherine added to her team, or to her customer base, which is super exciting. So Catherine, I don't think she's on here. I think she works Monday nights, but send me your info and I will get you that protein. Okay, so we had a lot of you guys promote team, and I know there's a free conference ticket to Phoenix on the line, and I'm super excited because the winner is on this call. And the winner promoted someone to virtual franchise in the month of February. And the winner is Felice! Yay!
Yay! So excited!
So exciting. So Felice promoted woo! To VF, and so she gets a free conference ticket. So get with me afterwards and we'll get it figured out for you. So anyway, super exciting. And to kind of roll off that momentum, what I'm going to do in March is I'm going to do the same contest, but open it up to the whole team, not just the jackpot group. So we're going to do the same 5 new customers. They don't have to order a trio, but 5 new different people ordering something from you, not including your household. You get a chance to win the free protein pack. And then anyone who promotes an HLP or a 2000 plus is going to get entered to win another free conference ticket for Phoenix. And if you promote more than one person, you obviously get more entries per person that you sign or that you help promote. So that's super exciting. Okay, so now we're going to talk about how to win your month. And really, there's just a couple steps that we want you guys to get in the habit of doing. This is something Kurt Beavers taught me back when I first started, and he's really continuously helped me make this my routine for each month. And so the first, I made a acrostic, where it spells out the different things like pastors do, because I thought that was fun. So the word is wrap, R-A-P. So you're going to reflect this month. You're going to assess your previous month, and then you're going to plan for the current month. So you're going to assess your month, and then you're going to this current month. So let's talk about reflecting on your previous month. The first question you should be asking yourself is, it's March, did you hit your goals for February? Did you have goals for February? If you don't have goals, you're not going to reach them. And so assessing, did you have goals? Were they written down? Did you have accountability? If you had goals and everything went great, awesome. Write down what activity led to that success. What did you do that really helped you get to that goal of a certain number of customers, or that goal of a certain teammate or teammate? What activities did you do? If something's working, a lot of times people will do activity and then they'll get a goal and then they stop and they're like, why am I not still reaching my goals? And because you stopped doing it, helped you reach that goal. If no, if you didn't reach your goals, then ask yourself, what activity was lacking? What could I have done? What did I not do that could have helped me reach this goal? So that's kind of like the first piece of just reflecting on, did I set goals? Did I reach them? If so, why? If not, why? The next thing is going to be assess. We want you to assess, what can you do different or better this month? So you're going to assess, what can I do different or better this month in March than I did in February? Even if you reached your goals, maybe you want to do something better. Maybe you want to keep doing the same thing, but add on better customer care. Maybe you want to challenge yourself to do a little bit more than you did the past month. So maybe, something you need to do better is set better goals. Maybe it wasn't about the activity. Maybe you didn't set realistic goals for your month, for your time commitment to this business. Ask yourself, when you set a goal, ask yourself, is it reasonable to reach this goal in this amount of time? And that's something that you can ask yourself, and that's something that you can talk with your upline sponsor and support about, because they can help you understand, okay, if you want to reach this goal, this is going to be the activity required. Is that realistic? And that's really a good way to think about your goals. We all get excited and we write down goals, but if we don't have an accurate and realistic picture of what it takes to reach them, and we're not committed to that activity, then it can be hard to follow through. So assess, something you can do better is prioritize your business. Did your business fall down, or did something happen? Did you get sick? Did something unexpected happen? Did life just get busy and you didn't daily prioritize your business? That can derail even best of intentions, is just not giving your business the time or attention. And like we said, we don't have to work, it doesn't matter when you work your business, it just matters that you do work your business on a consistent basis. And so making sure that you protect whatever it is you commit to, that 15 minutes a day, that 30 minutes a day, the hour a day, that you are going to work on your business and do those, like we talked about last week, those income producing activities. And then, assess your commitment to this business and assess your commitment to your goals. How committed are you to your end goals? As you think about, what happened last month and you think about what you want to happen this month, how committed are you to that? What is reaching this goal going to do for your life, for your family? That is so important. That's going to, allow you to sacrifice when you need to, because it's kind of an interesting dichotomy in this business, but we all want more time with our family. We all want more freedom. We want more income to do fun things. We want to help more people. All of those require, in the front end of you're building your business, sacrifice. And it may mean that you can't, you can't go to this thing with your friends, or that you can't, watch Netflix with your husband every night, or, that you sacrifice a little bit of sleep. But you have to remind yourself, like, is it worth it? Is my bigger picture, the vision I see myself, debt-free, maybe that we're vacationing every year that we can't now, maybe that I'm paying for private school, maybe my vision of having $500 a month for retirement, or, whatever that is for you, maybe not having to work full-time or part-time and do this full-time, whatever that is that commitment big enough to help you sacrifice these little things? Because I promise you, the little sacrifices will pay off, and you are going to eventually be able to do the things that you want to do. And this business is going to give you way more freedom and to enjoy so much more time with your family, so much more time with the people that you love. And so just think about that, because we want to be realistic with our goals, but we want to be realistic with our commitment as well. And make sure that you communicate that with your sponsor, because you tell your sponsor, hey, I want to be a sales coordinator this month, but your commitment level's not there, or you're not willing to sacrifice something to do the extra activity, then you're not setting yourself up for success. The third part is going to be plan for the current month. So it's March 5th. We have the whole month ahead of us. You should be planning as soon as March 1st hits, as soon as Qualifiers Day is over. We should be planning for our March month, so that we can not waste time, so that we can fully take advantage of our month. And so the first thing you're going to do is set new goals for March. And I've been doing coaching calls all last week and this week, and that's kind of what we kind of go through this model of, what did last month look like? What do you want this month to look like? And so set new goals, but then set appropriate activity lists. What activities do you need to do to match these goals? And that would be a great conversation to have with your upline or with your sponsor. And then once you set your goals and you have, the activity list, an example is, let's say you want to get 5 customers. Well, in order to get 5 customers, you probably need to talk to 20 to 25 people. Especially if you're still new, 20 to 25 people to get those 5 orders. And so that's your activity right there. I've got to have 20 to 25 conversations with people, and a lot of them need to be new conversations. Of course, some can be following up from the previous month, people who didn't make a commitment. And then once you have that list of, like, I need to talk to 25 people, then you need to schedule the activity. That's 5 to 7 people a week that you need to talk to about the product or the business, depending on your goals. Schedule the activity. Is it messaging people that you need to schedule on your calendar? Is it events that you need to schedule on your calendar? Is it 3-way calls? Is it getting people to the Freedom Revolution calls that are happening? Is it just scheduling time to work your business? And you can just hammer out the things that you need to do. Is it customer care that you need to schedule or follow up? So it's a progressive thing. You set your goals, you figure out what activity, and then you take that activity to your calendar and you set up what your month is going to look like. And then the key to this, to making it all mesh and work beautifully, is setting up accountability with your upline or your sponsor. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen people set goals and activities, but if they have no accountability, things can fall through the cracks, and they end the month and they're confused of why they didn't reach said goal. And so accountability is so huge because number one, it's more fun to do this business with others. Number two, it's good to say your goals out loud to tell someone else and to have them give them permission to check in with you and say, hey, I know you're wanting to reach 5 customers. It's the 15th. How many do you have so far? What do we need to do at the end of the month to make this, to finish strong? And really for me, accountability for people who are working on specific goals is I want to do a coaching call with that person every week. And so that's something that should be a priority for you. If you have goals for your business, you should be connecting with your sponsor once a week. It only has to be 15 or 20 minutes, but connecting with your sponsor so that they can coach you and train you and help you progress through your month. And then what it looks like beyond the coaching call is checking in on Voxer or text, whatever you use, weekly, intermittently between those calls. If you talk every Tuesday, so from Tuesday to Tuesday, you would be checking in with your sponsor and giving them updates and saying, hey, I sent out these 3 messages. Here's a message I got back. What should I say back? Or, hey, I'm striking out with all these people. Do you have any ideas? Can you review my message and help me see if I need to change something? You should be going back and forth and having this coach, mentor, mentee relationship where you're not just doing it on your own for a week. You have that consistent support, which is why Voxer is such a great tool for us. And just make sure that you give your sponsor, if you've set goals and you've shared them with your sponsor, give your sponsor that permission to help you and hold you accountable and to call you out. And don't get mad at them. Our goal as a sponsor is just to help you be successful and to help you reach your goals. And we're just trying to do our best to make sure that you're on the right track and we're leading you the right way. It's like a shepherd, you don't want them to walk into a lion's den, your sheep, you're going to guard them and guide them and help them to stay on the right path. And that's our goal is to keep you guys moving forward and on the right path for goals. So I heard a great quote recently. It says, no matter how carefully you plan your goals, they will never be more than pipe dreams unless you pursue them with gusto. So, in addition to these steps, having that enthusiasm and having that resolve to reach them is a huge piece of that puzzle. Something that I heard Terry Luongo, she's a 100 Club National Marketing Director, say in January. She shared this with me. She said, you become a national marketing director the day you make the decision. You become responsible for your time and your actions. You become proactive and not reactive. And that's really what this training is all about. If you want to be a national marketing director, if you want to be a sales coordinator, if you want to make $5,000 a month or a 6-figure income, you have to claim it now and you have to act like you already have it. I remember when I first started, Kurt Beavers, he believed that I was going to be a national marketing director before I did. I really didn't think that, I didn't know if it was for me. I didn't know what it would take. I remember looking at what I needed for it and thinking it was so far away, but he believed in me until I believed in myself. And once I claimed that I was going to be a national marketing director, I knew that whether it took me 1 year or 10 years, nothing was going to stop me, that I was going to keep going. No, or rejection or what other people thought, nothing was going to keep me from that. And so if that's something that you want, if you want those healthcare benefits for your family, if you want that, that solid income, if you want to have an amazing team that you get to mentor and lead, and if you want to just be able to contribute and give back to so many people, say it out loud, tell your sponsor, tell your husband, I'm going to be a national marketing director, and live like it, be proactive. The people who miss their goals are reactive. They wait and they let the month happen to them. They don't say, okay, I have 30 days. What am I going to do with them? And they put it on the calendar and they make it happen. They say, oh, how did 20 days already go by? I need to do all these things, So we want to equip you guys to take control of your month so that you can win your month and fully reap the benefits of your hard work. And so, just kind of transitioning to some of the things and a few other things that can keep you from reaching the success you want each month is number one, having a hobbyist mentality. You know, we've talked about this before. You want to treat your business as a job. You want to show up for yourself. You don't want to, if you treat it like a hobby, you're going to get paid like a hobby, which is not very much. And you're not going to be able to make as strong of an impact in your community and your family as you want. Am I treating it a true part-time or full-time job? This is my internet connection. Okay. And then the next thing is resistance. There is a natural resistance cycle that we all have. It's like, you know, when you train for a race, I remember so many times training for triathlons, and I would train and I would do the work, and there was days where I didn't want to get up and go swim because it was cold outside and I didn't want to put a bathing suit on. And then, you know, I would go, and, you know, I knew that if I skipped my workout, I would really have to pay for it the day of the race. And so I would do it. But there was that natural resistance. There was always things where like, oh, my friends are going to happy hour. Well, I have to go run 5 miles. Or, you know, there's always these little give and take sacrifices that we have, decisions that we have to make. And there's this natural resistance cycle. Even I remember waking up the morning of the triathlon and being like, or the night before, I would have like buyer's remorse. Like, why did I sign up for a triathlon? I have to get up at 4:30, you know, like just regretting having, Casey's seen me do it. I'm like, I don't want to do it, you know, but then the next day I got up and it all worked out and I did the race and I was so proud of myself and I finished strong. And it's just, you know, it's just getting past that natural resistance cycle. We all, like, in order to move into good things in our life, there's going to be natural resistance. She talked about for our business, Terry had shared this with me. She said that, you know, the things that we have resistance in our business look like clutter in your head when you're just feeling like you can't focus on your business because there's just so much clutter, and you're not giving yourself any space to really just think about what you need to do and to do things like planning for your month. There's this voice called nagness that just nags you to play small. You know, we're created by God to have a big life, to make a big impact, to do a lot in our short time on this earth. And so there's this voice in our head that wants us to play small, wants us not to post those bold things or have, you know, those strong conversations or to be brave. But we have to be brave in order to make an impact. You'll resist moving forward. You'll say, I want to be a VF. I want to be a sales coordinator. But then you'll defer making decisions about coming to conference. You'll defer making decisions about getting on the Monday night call, and then you won't. Or you'll defer making decisions about talking to someone that you're going to see that day about Juice Plus, and then you miss that opportunity. You may lose interest. You may just, you know, because of all the things that get in the way, you know, the resistance cycle can make you lose interest in what you once were really excited about. You might become forgetful and forget to, you know, get on a call or forget to invite people to things. And that's the natural resistance cycle. You might become disorganized, or maybe you never were organized. And that's a form of resistance where your mind's just like, if you're really organized, you'd be really efficient. You'd be doing the good and the hard and the uncomfortable things. And so if you're disorganized, you can kind of play small and use that as an excuse. You can be too busy, say you have no time, or just be impatient with the process and not allow yourself to grow and develop the way you need to really take on a leadership role in this business. Without resistance, we know that there's no growth. Just think of a seed. You plant a seed in the ground, and it has to break up through the soil in order to sprout, in order to become a plant that's living and thriving. And so there is that resistance barrier that the seed has to break through. And just like us, we have resistance barriers in our lives, our business, that we have to break through. The mind has to create new pathways around that resistance. And so if you see yourself feeling resistance, the best antidote to resistance is gratitude. Saying, I'm so grateful for this business. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to share something that helps other people. I'm so grateful for X, Y, or Z. And so having gratitude and changing the way your mind thinks about something can totally change those pathways in your brain. And you can start saying, I want to do this. I'm excited to share this. I'm going to be bold. I'm going to be brave. And you start switching that cycle in your mind. So, and that's why we a lot of times will say, do the thing you're most afraid to do. And that's how you move through resistance. If you're afraid to talk to someone, I have on my chicken list tomorrow, I'm going to reach out and have a conversation with someone about Juice Plus. And, you might think I would never be afraid, but this girl's a friend and she's a doctor and, so it's a little intimidating, but I'm still going to have that conversation. It doesn't matter the outcome. I'm just going to have it. And so do the hard things first. If you feel like you're in a resistance cycle, make sure that you do the hard things first. Have the hard conversations, do the hard posts on social media, do the Facebook Live video, whatever that is, do it first so that you can't talk yourself out of it. So the last nugget of wisdom I want to share with you guys, it's kind of tied into this winning your month, but really it's just a piece of wisdom I heard today on a podcast I listened to. It was long-term relationships equal long-term success. Don't be defeated. Don't be defeated by the small no's. Don't be defeated by the rejection that you face on a day-to-day basis, because one of the most successful people in our business who makes a multiple six-figure income, she said no to the business for 17 years. 17 years her sponsor talked to her about this business. When she finally said yes, she totally blew it out of the water. And so if someone says no to you for 7 years or 7 months or 17 years, just know that there's hope. One of her top leaders took 2.5 years to get. It's all about relationships. Okay, you said no, I'm not going to be your friend. I'm not going to support you. I'm not going to continue our friendship. No, he just loved on her where she was at. He said, hey, you're not ready? That's okay. But he just kept lovingly, offering it to her and saying, I just really think you should take a look at this again. And he just looked for natural opportunities. So when you feel that, when you feel discouraged by your goals not being met, maybe by some things not going your way, just remember that by winning your month and by planning out your month and by doing these things to work through your resistance cycle and to help you and your sponsor link arms and plan and really go after your dreams and goals, you are sowing a business that is going to pay you forever. That's what a residual income business does. And so just know that it's not about the immediate yeses or nos. It's about the long-term vision that you have for your family and for the success that you want. And really, we know that anything big and grand and that is super important in our lives, it's a series of small decisions. And so we just encourage you guys today to make those small decisions with your, at the beginning of every month, make those decisions on what your month's going to look like, and then focus and have that accountability so that you can follow through and stay strong to the end. So I'm going to stop because it's 8:59, but I will see if anyone has any questions before we wrap up this training. You can unmute yourself if you do. Any questions? Guess I did a good job. Okay. Well, if you guys have questions afterwards, please box. Yeah.
Okay, I don't have a question. I have something to add to this because this, as Michelle knows, has been a struggle of mine of getting into consistency and staying on task and not letting life happen. And even though I've gotten to where I am, I definitely have struggled in this area. And so one thing that has really helped me is staying accountable to my coaching calls. That's been, like, I would say, resource number one. I do coaching calls with Michelle and Jesse, and I do coaching calls with Michelle and Kurt, and it's been super helpful. So I would say lean into your upline and even upline calls. And then second, something new I wanted to share with the team that I am using. It's a 30-day trial. I've had sideline teammates, very successful sideline teammates, rave about it. It's called teamz.com, and it's really all about doing the activity based on our goals and keeping it accountable. It's like a built-in assistant for your business, and I'm really excited about it. There's a 30-day trial. One thing I've learned, and Michelle will also attest to this, is like we have to invest in our businesses. We can't
Mm. I think you were muted.
We lost you, Casey.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. So I'm on day 1 of my trial. I'll just say this. I'm on day 1 of my trial, and it kept me on task to share the business with 3 people. I invited 3 people into the business or invited them into a call or something business oriented. And then it also started my 5 product conversations that I wanted to have for this week. I already started my 5. So it takes you through your activity based on your income goals, what you're trying to reach. And it's just like such a huge revelation for me. It's something that I know that I need. And maybe you don't need that. Maybe you're a lot better than me. But teamz.com, TEAMZY. There's a free trial. I am going to post on the team site or team Facebook page with a training video our sideline team did. They have it specific to Juice Plus business. I'm really excited about it. So that's just helping me stay accountable in this busy season of life of helping Michelle with the baby coming, having my own baby coming, having the house on the market. So even when life happens, guys, there are tools out there. So lean into your upline support to get those tools.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, definitely post it for the team so that we can check it out. Cool. Well, enjoy your workout. Thanks everyone for being on and joining in. This is such a great added value for your week, and we look forward to next week. Have a great evening. Bye, guys. See you later.